Welcome to our channel. Get ready, everyone, because this story will take you on an exciting adventure. Let the story begin. A message to our community. Dear subscribers, friends, people of our world, before we start this video, we want to take a moment to share something important with you, especially in difficult times like these. As you know, fasting in Ramadan is not just about staying away from food and drink. It is a time for self-control, thinking, and helping others. One of the most important lessons of fasting is feeling the struggles of people who have less than us. Many people around the world go to bed hungry, have no home, and face problems we may never fully understand. When Muslims fast, they feel a little of what others feel. This helps them to be grateful for the food they eat, the homes they live in, and the people they love. But fasting is not only about thinking. It is also about doing. It is a time to give, share, and connect with family, friends, and the people around us. True faith is not just in words, but in actions. The best people are those who help others the most. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that life's most important question is, what are you doing for others? Whether you are Muslim, Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Buddhist, or have no religion, the values of kindness, love, and fairness are for everyone. These things bring us together as human beings. And in these difficult times, in a world with wars, pain, struggle, and injustice, we must stand together. As Nelson Mandela once said, "It is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it." Never think that a small good action does not matter. A smile can make someone feel better. A kind word can give hope. A small gift can feed a hungry person. A few minutes of your time can help someone who is lonely. Small actions create big changes. Together, we can make the world a better place. So today, we ask you to do something good. Help someone, be kind, stand for what is right, bring light to someone's life. May our hearts be open, our hands giving, and our spirit strong. Let us build a world where love, peace, and understanding triumph over hate and division, one good action at a time. We don't know whether dozens or thousands of people will watch this video, but we believe in one thing. You watching this right now, you have the power to change the world if you only choose to. Can you imagine if thousands watch this, then they help someone else, and that person helps someone else in turn? Share this video, share these words, and inspire others. One message of hope can start a chain of kindness. We're all human, and now let us begin our video. 1. Introduction to Ramadan. Ramadan is a very special time for many people in the world. Millions of people celebrate Ramadan every year in different countries. It is a month that is important for Muslims. During Ramadan, people do some special things. They don't eat or drink from morning until night. This is called Sawm or fasting in English. Fasting is a big part of Ramadan, but Ramadan is not just about fasting. It is also about salah, prayer. People pray more and think about their life and their religion. It is a time for reflection. Families and friends also spend more time together. Community is very important during Ramadan. People help each other and share food. This book will tell you more about Ramadan. You will learn what Ramadan is and why it is important. You will find out about the rules of fasting and the good things people do during this month. We will also talk about special days in Ramadan and how people celebrate it in different places. You can read about how Ramadan is part of daily life and about health during Ramadan. Let's start to learn about this special time. 2. What Ramadan is. Ramadan is a very important time for Muslims all over the world. It is a special month in the Islamic calendar. The Islamic calendar is not like the calendar many people use every day. It follows the moon. This means that Ramadan does not start on the same day each year. It changes every year. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic year. Think of it as a special time for Muslims to focus on their religion and become closer to God. It is a time for fasting, prayer, reflection, and being together with family and friends. Fasting is a key part of Ramadan. During Ramadan, Muslims do not eat or drink from sunrise to sunset each day. This is called Sawm, which means fasting. It is not just about not eating food. It is also about not having bad thoughts or doing bad things. It is a time to be good in all ways. Prayer is also very important in Ramadan. Muslims pray 5 times a day always, but in Ramadan they try to pray even more and spend more time reading the Quran. The Quran is the holy book in Islam. Muslims believe that the Quran was first given to the Prophet Muhammad in the month of Ramadan. This is why Ramadan is a very special month to read and think about the Quran. Reflection is another important part. Ramadan is a time to think about your life, your actions, and how you could be a better person. It is a time to think about people who are less lucky than you and to be thankful for what you have. Community is also a big part of Ramadan. Families and friends come together to break their fast each evening. This meal is called iftar. People also go to mosques together to pray. It is a time to feel connected to other Muslims around the world. Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. These are the 5 most important things in Islam. Like building blocks, these pillars are the base of Muslim life. Fasting during Ramadan is one of these very important pillars. Ramadan lasts for 29 or 30 days. It depends on when people see the new moon. When Ramadan finishes, there is a big celebration called Eid al-Fitr. This is a happy time for Muslims to celebrate the end of Ramadan and the good things they have done during the month. So Ramadan is a month of special importance, full of fasting, prayer, good actions, and community for Muslims everywhere. 3. The rules of fasting. Fasting in Ramadan is very important for Muslims. It is one of the main things Muslims do during this month. For adult Muslims, fasting every day of Ramadan is obligatory. This means it is a rule they must follow. However, there are some exceptions. Not everyone has to fast. If someone is ill or not feeling well, they do not need to fast. People who are traveling are also excused from fasting. This is because traveling can be difficult. Women who are pregnant or breastfeeding do not have to fast. Elderly people who are too weak to fast are also excused. Women who are having their period do not fast during that time. For people who are fasting, each day starts with a meal before dawn. This meal is called suhoor. It is important to eat suhoor to get energy for the day of fasting. People wake up early to eat suhoor before the sun rises. After suhoor, they start their fast. During the fast, they do not eat or drink anything from sunrise to sunset. When the sun goes down in the evening, it is time to break the fast. The meal to break the fast is called iftar. Families and friends often eat iftar together. It is a time to celebrate the end of the day's fast. Many people start iftar by eating dates, like the Prophet Muhammad did. Then they have a meal. In some parts of the world, the days are very long in summer and very short in winter. For example, in countries far to the north or south, there might be very long days or nights. In these places, it can be difficult to know when to start and break the fast. In these cases, people can follow the timetable of the closest country where day and night are clear. This helps them to know the right times for suhoor and iftar. If someone misses fast days because they are excused, for example, because of illness or travel, they should make up for these missed days later. This means they should fast for the same number of days at another time after Ramadan is finished. This way, they still complete their duty of fasting. Fasting in Ramadan is a special time for Muslims to learn self-control and think about their religion. It is a time for prayer and being kind to others. 4. Good things to do. Ramadan is a special time and is a good chance to do extra good things. People try to be better in many ways during this month. It's not just about fasting from food and drink. It's also about being kind, helpful, and thinking about others. One important thing is to pray more. Muslims pray 5 times every day, but in Ramadan they often pray even more. There are special prayers at night called Taraweeh. These prayers are longer than usual and are done in the mosque with the community. Many people enjoy going to the mosque every night for Taraweeh during Ramadan. It is a time to feel closer to God and to pray together with friends and family. Giving to charity is also very important in Ramadan. In Islam, there is a type of charity called zakat. Zakat is like giving a small part of your money to people who need it. During Ramadan, many Muslims give their zakat. They also give other types of charity called sadaqah. This can be money, food, or even just helping someone. Giving charity is a way to help people who are not as lucky as you are. It helps to share good things with others and makes the community stronger. Ramadan is also a time to work on yourself. It's a time for self-discipline. This means trying to control yourself and do things in a good way. For example, people try to be more patient and not get angry easily. They also try to stop bad habits, like speaking badly about others or being lazy. It's a month to try to become a better person. People think about their actions and try to improve them. Reading the Quran is another good thing to do in Ramadan. The Quran is the holy book in Islam. Many Muslims try to read the entire Quran during Ramadan. The Quran is divided into 30 parts, so if you read one part each day, you can finish it by the end of the month. Reading the Quran helps people to learn more about their religion and to feel closer to God. Some people also listen to recordings of the Quran if they cannot read it themselves. It is also important to stay away from bad behaviors during Ramadan. This means trying not to lie, cheat, or be unkind to others. People try to speak nicely and be polite. They also try to avoid arguments and fights. Ramadan is a time for peace and calm. It's a time to focus on good things and to stay away from negativity. By doing good things and staying away from bad things, Muslims believe they can get closer to God and make Ramadan a truly special and meaningful month. 5. Special days. Laylat al-Qadr, or the Night of Power, is a very special and important night during Ramadan. Muslims believe that on this night, God first sent down the Quran to earth. It is said that this was when the angel Gabriel came to the Prophet Muhammad and revealed the first verses of the Quran. Because of this, Laylat al-Qadr is considered the holiest night of the entire year, even more special than Eid. Muslims believe that any good deed done on Laylat al-Qadr, like praying or giving to charity, is rewarded much more than at any other time. It is like getting a very big bonus for doing good. Many Muslims spend the whole night of Laylat al-Qadr awake, praying, reading the Quran, and asking God for forgiveness and blessings. They believe their prayers on this night are especially heard by God. Laylat al-Qadr is believed to fall within the last 10 nights of Ramadan, most likely on one of the odd-numbered nights, the 21st, 23rd, 25th, 27th, or 29th night. People try to find this night and make the most of it. Eid al-Fitr is the joyful celebration that comes at the end of Ramadan. The name Eid al-Fitr means the festival of breaking the fast. It is a happy holiday that marks the end of the month of fasting and the return to normal daily life, where Muslims can eat and drink during the day again. Eid al-Fitr is a time of great happiness for Muslims all around the world. To celebrate Eid, Muslims first go to mosques early in the morning for special Eid prayers. After prayers, they visit family and friends. It is common to wear new or best clothes on Eid. People also prepare special foods and sweets to share. Children often receive gifts and money. Before the Eid prayers, many Muslims give charity to the poor, called Zakat al-Fitr, so that everyone can celebrate Eid. Eid al-Fitr is a community celebration, a time to be together, to share happiness, and to be thankful to God for the blessings of Ramadan. People greet each other by saying Eid Mubarak, which means blessed Eid. The exact day of Eid al-Fitr is decided when people see the new crescent moon. If the new moon is seen after 29 days of Ramadan, then Ramadan is 29 days long. If the moon is not seen, Ramadan completes 30 days. For Shia Muslims, there are also other important days during Ramadan. One significant event is the martyrdom of Imam Ali. Imam Ali is a very important figure in Shia Islam, seen as the first Imam and a successor to the Prophet Muhammad. He was attacked while praying in a mosque during Ramadan and died a few days later. For Shia Muslims, the 19th and 21st nights of Ramadan are days to remember and mourn Imam Ali. These nights, especially the 21st, are observed with special prayers and gatherings in mosques and homes. Shia Muslims remember Imam Ali's life, his justice, and his sacrifices. It is a time of deep sadness and respect. In Shia majority countries like Iran, these days are very solemnly observed with mourning rituals and events. These days add another layer of significance to Ramadan for Shia Muslims, focusing on remembrance and reflection. These special days in Ramadan, Laylat al-Qadr, Eid al-Fitr, and the days of remembrance for Imam Ali, make the month even more meaningful. They are times for heightened spiritual activities, communal celebrations, and personal reflection for Muslims throughout the world. They emphasize the deep spiritual meaning of Ramadan and its central place in the Islamic faith and tradition. 6. Ramadan around the world. Ramadan is a special time for Muslims everywhere, but how people observe Ramadan can be different depending on where they live. One big difference is the time people fast each day. In some countries, the days are very long, especially in summer. For example, in Iceland or Norway, Muslims may fast for almost 22 hours a day. This is because in these northern places the sun is up for a very long time in summer. In other parts of the world, like Australia, the days are shorter in June and July, so people fast for around 11 hours. Most Muslims around the world fast between 11 and 16 hours each day. For Muslims who live in places where it is always day or always night, it can be difficult to know when to fast. Some people in these areas follow the timings of the closest country where there is day and night. Others choose to follow the prayer and fasting times of Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Mecca is a very important city for Muslims. Even astronauts in space have to think about Ramadan. In space, the sun rises and sets about 16 times every day. Muslim astronauts decide to follow the time of the place they left on Earth. This way, they can keep to a regular schedule for their prayers and fasting. Different cultures also have their own special ways to celebrate Ramadan. In Indonesia, Many people clean themselves in holy water before Ramadan begins. In some cities in Indonesia, there are big parades to welcome Ramadan. In Egypt and other Middle Eastern countries, you will see colorful lights called fanas decorating streets and houses. These lights make the cities look very beautiful at night. In many places, a person called a Mesaharati walks through the streets before sunrise. He beats a drum to wake people up for suhoor, the meal before fasting starts. In Indonesia, they use a big drum in the mosque called bedug for the same purpose. Food traditions are also different around the world. In the Middle East, people often eat dates to break their fast, just like Prophet Muhammad did. Then they have a big meal with special dishes. In some parts of Indonesia, special foods like big buffalo meat or snails are popular during Ramadan. Television is also affected by Ramadan. In many Muslim countries, TV channels show special dramas during Ramadan evenings. These shows are very popular, and many people watch them after they break their fast. Because so many people watch TV during Ramadan, especially around iftar time, advertising on TV becomes very important. Companies know that many people are watching, so they pay more money to show their adverts during Ramadan. It is like big sports events when many people watch TV and adverts are more expensive. When Ramadan starts, people often greet each other by saying Ramadan Mubarak or Ramadan Kareem. These are nice ways to wish someone a blessed and generous Ramadan. So, while the rules of Ramadan are the same for all Muslims, the way people experience and celebrate it can be very different and interesting around the world. 7. Ramadan and daily life. Ramadan is a special time, and it changes daily life for Muslims. When Ramadan starts, you can see changes in work rules and even on TV. For people who work, Ramadan can be a bit different. In some countries, work hours are shorter during Ramadan. This is because people are fasting and they might be tired. It is a good idea for people who are fasting to tell their boss or manager. This way, they can understand if someone needs to take breaks or if they're working slower than usual. Some businesses might be a bit slower during Ramadan because of the shorter work hours and because people are fasting. But many people still go to work and do their jobs. In some Muslim countries, there are laws about eating and drinking in public during Ramadan. It is not allowed to eat, drink, or even smoke in public places during the day when people are fasting. This is to respect people who are fasting. If someone breaks this rule, they might have to pay a fine or even go to jail in some countries. In other places, the punishment might be doing community service, like helping other people. These rules are only during the day when Muslims are fasting and in public places. At home or after sunset, people can eat and drink normally. Ramadan also has an effect on businesses. While some businesses might be slower because of shorter work hours, other businesses can become busier. For example, shops that sell food for iftar, the evening meal, are very busy. Restaurants also get busy after sunset. Even though people are fasting, they still buy food and other things, especially for Eid, the celebration at the end of Ramadan. So, for some businesses, Ramadan can be a time to make more money. Television also changes during Ramadan. Many TV channels show special programs in the evening after people break their fast. These programs are often dramas or shows that families can watch together. Because so many people watch TV during Ramadan, especially around iftar time, advertising on TV becomes very important. Companies know that many people are watching, so they pay more money to show their adverts during Ramadan. It is like big sports events when many people watch TV and adverts are more expensive. In short, Ramadan is also changing how people live their daily lives. Work hours might change. There are rules about eating in public in some places. Businesses can be affected, and even television programs become special for this month. These changes show how important Ramadan is and how it touches many parts of life for Muslims around the world. 8. Health and Ramadan. Ramadan can be a healthy time for many people. If you are healthy, fasting during Ramadan is usually safe, but it is important to be careful and listen to your body. For healthy adults, Ramadan fasting can have some good effects. Some studies show that it can help your body use insulin better. Insulin is important for controlling sugar in your blood. Fasting might also help to improve your heart health. It can reduce some things that are bad for your heart, like bad cholesterol and high blood pressure. Some people also lose a little weight during Ramadan. However, fasting is not for everyone. If you have some health problems, you need to be extra careful. People who are sick, old, or very young do not have to fast. Women who are pregnant or breastfeeding are also allowed not to fast. If you're traveling, you can also choose not to fast. For people with health conditions like diabetes, heart problems, or kidney problems, fasting can be risky. It is very important to talk to your doctor before Ramadan if you have any health issues. They can also give you advice on how to fast safely if you decide to do it. Sometimes, even for healthy people, fasting can have some risks if you are not careful. It is important to eat and drink enough water when you are not fasting, especially between iftar, evening meal, and suhoor, pre-dawn meal. If you don't drink enough, you can get dehydrated, meaning not have enough water. Eating too much unhealthy food in the evening can also be bad for your health, even if you are fasting during the day. It is also important to think about how fasting might affect your daily life. Some studies say that fasting can make it harder to concentrate. This might be a problem for students or people who need to focus at work. If you find it hard to concentrate, try to get enough rest and sleep well at night. To have a healthy Ramadan, remember these things. If you have any health problems, talk to your doctor before Ramadan. Eat healthy food and drink enough water between iftar and suhoor. Get enough sleep. Listen to your body. By being careful and making healthy choices, you can observe Ramadan in a healthy way. Hey there, just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a new story. Have a wonderful day. Take care, and see you next time.